Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, it's so good to be with you. It is Sunday, April 14th, and I'm posting this about 3 o'clock Mountain Time, 2 o'clock on Pacific, and 5 o'clock on the East Coast. And this is your April challenge. Starting today, Sunday through Friday, the 19th, about this time, 3 o'clock, I'm going to be posting these coaching modules. This is your April challenge. It is a self-study program. It's a coaching challenge. I'm challenging you to show up for this for yourself every day or watch the recording at a better time. And it is on what matters most. Building a fulfilling life on the foundation of your values. If we haven't met, hello, I'm Wendy Spurgeon. I'm your facilitator for this training, and I'm your personal life coach. As you begin to uncover, own, and embrace what matters most in your life. So let me start with a few questions. Have you ever woken up in the morning feeling something's missing? It's not that you're depressed, you're just dissatisfied with your life and you can't quite put your finger on why. Well, I want to share a little bit about my journey. Back in 2011, I was actually a star sales agent. I won the highest grossing agent for the company I was working for at the time. And the prize was an all-inclusive vacation to Mexico. But the whole time I was there, I was shaming myself for not working. On the outside, it looked like I was on top of the world. I was making great money. And inside, I was miserable. I was pushing myself too hard. I was exhausted. I was out of balance in my life. I felt broken and disconnected from my natural joy. I was running away from the pain of my divorce. I was devastated. I was ignoring the inner wisdom, imploring me to heal my emotional wounds and develop a network of support. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. Life satisfaction and fulfillment come from being in touch with your core values and acting upon them in alignment. So by working with this self-study challenge, you will find alignment in your life. Like when you wake up each day feeling truly excited, when you love your work and the people around you and you relish all aspects of the life you live, you're where you're supposed to be and it all feels right. So this week, you will explore these key areas. What are values and why knowing your values is important? The two different types of values. You will explore and discover your own personal values. You'll explore how are values prioritized and how do they influence our daily lives? And you will create your own personal value system. It's time to find and follow your inner compass toward a life of true contentment and fulfillment. Now, if you haven't downloaded and printed your worksheets for this challenge, go ahead and do that now. You can just pause this recording and then go to thewayoftruth.live/UW. Do it now. Or if you're watching the replay on that page, it should just be right below the screen. So go ahead, take a few minutes to print your worksheets and come right back. I'll be here. Welcome back. Thank you for preparing yourself for the best learning experience. So this is, if I were to ask you what your values are, would you be able to name them? This is a really important question when you consider the fact that your happiness is directly linked to your values. Whether you realize it or not, values influence your behaviors, choices, and emotions. They influence your habits, your lifestyle, and in a broader sense, your way of being and interacting in the world. So it is supremely important to know what your values are and to be able to name them. As indicated in the title of this challenge, the best place to start figuring out your values is to identify what matters most to you. So at this point, go ahead and pull out worksheet number 1, the concept of value. By answering a few questions, you can begin to explore your values and watch them become clearer. So on your worksheet, review and answer these 4 questions. What would you buy if you suddenly had an extra $500 and had to spend it in the next 24 hours? If your home was on fire and you could save 3 things, what objects would you save? So all people and pets are safe and out of the house. What are the 3 objects you would save? If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change? And if you had all the time in the world and could spend more time on one thing, what would it be? So go ahead and take time to answer these questions. Pause this recording, and when you're complete, unpause, and we'll keep going. I'll see you soon. All right, welcome back. So by simply looking at what you regard as valuable, both in monetary and non-monetary ways, you can begin to uncover what your core values are. Values share the common thread of expressing what matters most to a person and what that person feels is essential to their happiness. Now, conversely, it also means that if we are not happy, then it's a safe bet that we are not living in alignment with what we value. So I wanted to share coming up at the end of this challenge. So we're going to do these lessons today through Friday. And then next Saturday, I'll be holding a very special full moon webinar in the evening from 7 to 8:30 Mountain Time. So that would start at 6 Pacific. It would start at 9 Eastern. And it is about the genius within, calling on your natural talents to build a fulfilling life. So this is just a natural bow at the end of our April challenge. I hope you join us. So there's the link there on the screen. That's where you go to register. I'd recommend that you do it now and get your worksheets printed out so that you're all ready to go. It will also be recorded, so register anyway. That way you'll get the replay and you'll be able to do this really powerful training on your own time. And then join me tomorrow. We're going to move on to Module 2, where you'll dive deeper into this idea of what you value and how it links to the notion of what matters most. And if you'd like to share what came up for you, you can send me a message, and you can also schedule a complimentary laser coaching call just by going to my email address right down there below, breakthroughshadow@gmail.com. Thank you so much for your time today, and I look forward to being with you in this way tomorrow, for the rest of the week, and for Saturday. Embrace this April challenge. All right, my friends, blessings on your day. Goodbye for now.